A little bit of a mistake there.
Maybe they heard us talking about their comparison.
No kidding. And that'll be Pitt's Faye winning that as Brooklyn Miles takes the ball up the court for the Panthers. Runs to her left. Screen by Faye. Back up to Rust. Dribble handoff to Washnitz. Gets inside to Faye. Faye for two and called for the foul there. And that will be the first on Ashley Sofilkinek. And that's an interesting thing there. Sofilkinek is one of the best players for this Bucknell Bison, but she only played 14 minutes and fouled out against Penn State. I talked to the assistant coach, Owen Brown, and one of their focuses of today was staying out of foul trouble.
And they gave that to Sofilkinek, and she's trying to complain about the foul. They didn't think it was on her. And going back to your point, she is their best returner from last season just as a freshman. And to get her in foul trouble early on is maybe what Pitt is trying to do. Pitt's trying to attack already the inside with Faye, who obviously you're going to go back to your best player from night one and go against Sofilkinek and try to get her in foul trouble.
Exactly, and Faye hit her first. She's 78% from the free throw line last year. The transfer from Texas hits her second. And here comes Pitt's full court press. As they get this into Sabino. Sabino guarded by Washnitz, who's pulling on that full court pressure there. Sabino hands it off to King. King looking back to Sabino. Gets it inside to Sofilkinek. Sofilkinek looking, driving on Faye. Trying to get under the basket. Gives it up to Wiseman, and that's in. Sorry, that is not Wiseman. That is Joshkin. And Faye gets it on the inside. She can't finish. Russ going for the rebound there, but that's going to be given to Bucknell ball. But if you're Torrey Verdi, you're loving how Rust has been on the inside and trying to get those offensive rebounds this year.
Yeah, Rust and Faye right there together attacking the offensive glass, and that's exactly what Lauren Rust did night one for the Panthers, and that's what I think Verdi is going to be going after Lauren Rust to be that offensive rebounder for the Pitt Panthers.
Definitely, Sabino has it on the outside. Washnitz guarding her. Faye with the block, and that's out of bounds. It will stay Bucknell ball, but Faye showing her dominant interior pressure early on.
Yeah, that's just great defense, great help defense by Faye to be there in that length and size in the paint there.
Bucknell loses it. Faye comes up with it. Miles comes down the other way. Here comes Jenkins. Jenkins for two, and she can't get the roll, but Faye is inside, and there's a little bit of a scrum on the ground. It will be a jump ball. That'll go Bucknell's way. Pitt able to get some shots in the paint, but can't finish right early.
Yeah, that was a great take by Amiya Jenkins for Pitt there. She split the two. She goes up. She just unfortunately can't get the bucket to fall, and it's Bucknell's basketball.
Yep. O'Connor bringing the ball up now, guarded by Miles. Foul called on Miles, but this will be what we see today as the more defensive guards in Washnitz and Miles starting for Torrey Verdi with more of the offensive pressure coming off the bench.
Yeah, and I think Miles, she's a great on-ball defender. She just gets a little bit touchy, and I know she had some trouble with that in their season opener. You can only have one touch on the ball handler, and then that's it. These officials are calling, especially first, second game of the season, the officials call it a little bit tighter.
Yeah, definitely, as Washnitz picks up her first. So now Miles and Washnitz both pick up their first, but you see that pressure and the quick hands from both the guards early on.
Yeah, you see here Marley Washnitz right as the replay, and she, doesn't like that call, but the pressure that they're sending is going to be tough for Bucknell to withstand all afternoon.
O'Connor able to get into Sofilkinek. Sofilkinek puts up the two, and she gets it to go.
And that's a tough fadeaway there.
Miles, quick transition, gets it up and can't finish, but Faye with the offensive rebound. Also can't get that to go, and that'll be Pitt. That'll stay Pitt basketball.
And there's Faye again on that offensive glass. She had 6 in their season opener against Canisius.
Into Faye at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Miles. Miles to Jenkins. Jenkins to the outside. Washnitz on the wing. Looking for help. Gets it from Faye. To the elbow, to the corner. Puts it in for two, and she is fouled.
That's a tough take by Washnitz there. 3 players collapsed on her, but she made sure to get herself to the free throw line.
Early on this season, that's a little bit of a skill we've seen from Washington. She wasn't able to get into the paint as much, but a little bit more aggressive, and as you can see, drawing the foul right there.
Yeah, she surveys what she had, what defense was sending at her, a little stutter step, little patience there, great patience she showed, and then she attacked the glass.
Washington misses her first. Last year, she was a 73% free throw shooter. Misses second, but Rust is not able to keep it as it'll go Bucknell way. Bucknell with an early 4-2 advantage as both defenses came to play today.
You see Pitt again in this full court man-to-man pressure.
This will be Zemaitis with her first minutes. Gives that up to Sabino at the logo, guarded heavily by Miles. Sabino looking for some help. She can't get it, and that'll be Pitt basketball. Jenkins with the on-ball defense causing the turnover for the Panthers.
Yeah, and that was great defense by Jenkins. Sabina picked up her dribble. Jenkins was all over her, and Sabina just extends her arm a little bit too much for the officials' liking.
Jenkins on the left side. Goes for the jumper, a little bit of a hesitation there, can't get it to go. Faye trying herself, but this will go the Bison way.
Bucknell gonna have their hands full on the inside there. They are doing a pretty nice job at boxing out, even though Faye and Rust have been getting their hands on the basketball.
Sabino takes the inbound. Gets the screen from Sofikinik. Little bit of contact there, but gives it up to Zemaitis. Zemaitis to O'Connor. Ball movement here from Bucknell. Gets it inside to Sofikinik. Sofikinik blocked by Faye. She keeps it. She drives to the inside, and she is able to get it in. Second year, Sofikinik. Great on-ball skills there.
Yeah, wow, that was just tough play.
Washington's on the left side. Tries to dribble around O'Connor. She gets it in, backs her down, and the first field goal for the Panthers. 6-4 Bison lead. As this ball comes into Zemaitis, gives it back to Sabino. Sabino gets the screen, drives on the inside, and that'll be a foul called on Faye, I believe. That'll be her first, the Panthers' third of this game. Kenzie Elmore comes in for the Panthers. Mikayla Elmore, excuse me. O'Connor looking for somebody. She finds Zemaitis. Over to King. King to O'Connor. O'Connor drives baseline, kicks it back out to Sofikinik. Can't get it to go. And that's Miles going the other, Jenkins going the other way. She drives, Jenkins in, puts up the 2, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Rust, and that's where she's been in the first game, and that's where Verdi likes her to be.
Yeah, Lauren Rust. Man, she's all over the offensive glass. We said the same thing in their season opener, and she is taking lead again today.
O'Connor has it on the left wing. Sofikinik on the screen, tries to roll, can't get it anywhere. Gives it up to Sofikinik for a second 3, and that one's good.
Wow. Sofikinik, man, stepping outside. She's trying to make up for her first game at Penn State when she got in foul trouble and only played 14 minutes.
She shot 25% from 3 last year. A really great freshman campaign from her. That's Jenkins with the drive. Jenkins for 2, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Bucknell, and Bucknell goes the other way, and Jenkins is slow to get up for the Panthers. King gives it up inside. Sofikinik with a really nice post move.
Wow.
You're loving that down below.
I am loving it. That was great footwork, terrific move. The Bison on a roll.
Washington has him on the wing. Gets a screen. Washington's for 3, and she answers herself. Washington's becoming more of an offensive threat this year than she was last year.
Yeah, Washington's stepping up today and giving some offense that the Pitt Panthers desperately need right now.
Only shot 13% from behind the arc last year. Sofia had the shot, but she decides to pass it up to, gives it up to O'Connor. O'Connor on the inside, and that'll be another foul. That'll be on Jenkins for a push on the baseline. And that'll be the first timeout of this game. Don't go anywhere. Bucknell leads the Panthers 11-9. We'll be right back. 11-9. 9 of those 11 points came from Sofolkanik. And what did you like from her?
Man, she's getting it done on the inside and outside. I think she's trying to make up for her lack of minutes and foul trouble at their season opener at Penn State. Man, she is getting it done.
No kidding. As Washington puts on the pressure there. She dribbles it down herself. Washington's guarded by Kunzweiler. Gets it back at the top of the key. Gives it up to Elmore. Elmore to the outside to Johnson. Johnson dribbles outside with her left hand. Guys that get it. And saves. Washington saves this. The top of the key. Shot clock winding down. 8 seconds left. Washington makes her move. Goes to the inside. Off the glass. Can't get it to go. And that'll go the other way.
That was just a broken play by Pitt there. You see Washington's at the top trying to facilitate and get something with the shot clock under 10. And she just is not successful.
Pitt shooting 3 for 11 now. As that's another turnover for the Bison. Caused by Washington's quick hands. She is being extremely annoying to those outside passes.
Yeah, there again, 2 times in a row, forcing 2 turnovers back-to-back is Washington's.
Battle. Passes it off to Johnson. Gives it up to Elmore. Elmore to Malcolm. Gets it inside to Johnson, and that's really great ball movement there from the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a great find by the sophomore Aaryn Battle, seeing Johnson just slip that screen, and Bucknell just makes a mistake and doesn't guard her.
Tough screen there, set by Wiseman. Gives it up to King for 3, and she gets the 3 to go.
Wow, that was a quick trigger by Isabella King. Great knockdown from the 3.
Malcolm, the other way for the Panthers. 3 ball for the Panthers, and that's Johnson for 3.
Yeah, Johnson, I'm excited and looking forward to seeing her develop here at Pitt. She's a great, pure scorer, as you can see there with her phenomenal 3-point shot.
Mikayla Johnson only 2 points in her first game, 5 now today in this early first quarter. O'Connor tries to dribble her around, can't, gives it up to Zemaitis. Zemaitis to the top of the key. Driven off by Malcolm and blocked by Elmore.
Elmore said, give me some of that. Her reaction was the best part of that, I think. Wow. Heads up, great, smart play by Elmore inside. She saw that coming a mile away.
That's definitely caused by the heavy defense by the guards on the outside, making sure they can't shoot the 3 ball that Bucknell really loves to have.
Yeah, they're forcing them to drive into the paint. You're exactly right.
O'Connor to the outside, and that is Zemaitis from 3. Bucknell is 3 for 4 from behind the arc.
Yeah, man, they're not afraid to shoot it from deep, and they don't need much space either.
Battle has it. She gives it to the outside to Johnson. Johnson steps back, 3 ball again. Can't get it to go, but rebounded Elmore. Johnson again for 3. And this can't go either. Johnson not scared to trigger.
Yeah, not scared at all, that's right. But both of those, she just did not have enough in her legs. The first one hit the front rim, and then the second one hit nothing.
Faye checks back in for the Panthers. Important scoring threat. She had 25 for career high against Canisius.
Pitt taking pressure off just a little bit, still staying in their man-to-man defense.
Sabino passing it around the outside is the Bisons. Guarded heavy by Battle. Battle causes a turnover, but Bucknell's able to get this back, and jump ball caused. That is really great effort by Wiseman on Bucknell. She was on the ground and was able to still get that jump ball.
Yeah, that was great defense because it should have been a turnover by Bucknell, but she was all over it.
5 turnovers early for the Bison, 0 for the Panthers, but it comes down to shooting. 5 for 15 from the floor. as Battle almost loses it. She regains possession, gives it up to Elmore. Elmore to the inside to Faye, and Faye is right there for 3.
Yeah,
for 2.
Faye's going to win that battle all afternoon if they stay straight behind her. That's exactly what Canisius did. They played behind Faye, and when she got the basketball, she went to work.
Sofokenik trying to drive on Faye. Gives it to the outside to O'Connor. O'Connor drives inside, tries to get it to Sofokenik. Wow, and a through contact, Sofokenik for 2, and that's 11 for her on the day.
Again, she's just tough. She's eager to score that basketball.
And one by Johnson. Wow, has she been great today for the Panthers offense, the Panthers offense have struggled, but she has 7 with a chance to make it 8.
Yeah, that was she was nice play up the court, full head of steam. Put her head down, as you see here. Goes to work with the contact, gets the bucket. Chance for a 3-point opportunity.
Johnson, 33% free throw shooter a year ago and misses her and 1 opportunity. Sophia Sabino taking the ball up for the Bison. Looks for Zemaitis, gets it to the corner to O'Connor. O'Connor dribbling on Johnson. Sabino from the outside, rolls around and rolls in for Sabino. Her for Zemaitis, 5 for her on the day.
Man, the Bison are shooting 69% right now from the field. The question is, can they keep that up all afternoon?
Yeah, Pitt doesn't like that. Canisius only shot 33% from the field, so Tori Verdi gonna have to make a change. As Faye shoots this from the outside, she can't get it to go. So Fulkenik gets it, and that will be the end of the first quarter here at the Peterson Event Center. Guarded by Jenkins, gets it to the outside to Zemaitis. O'Connor looking inside, trying to get it inside. O'Connor tries to put it up, doesn't get it to go. Rebounded Faye, outside to Johnson. Johnson triggers from 3, and she hits another one. 10 for Johnson, the Colorado transfer.
Wow, 10 points in just a short 5 minutes. She's really come off the bench and has given the Pitt Panthers a huge spark.
Sabino tries to get inside, but that will be a foul on Faye. That's her second.
Yeah, and that's an unfortunate foul to give to Faye with, just like you said, her second. They want to try to keep her on the floor as much as they can.
Going to see what Tori Verdi's going to do, and he will substitute out his leading scorer. Finds O'Connor at the outside. She takes a 3, and she hits it. 4 for 5 from the three-point line in this game are the Bisons.
And that was a well-executed play by Bucknell there. Just a baseline out-of-bounds plays, and those are the plays that you know as a defense for Pitt. So that's unacceptable. I'm sure as Verdi was so frustrated over there with that out-of-bounds play.
Bucknell has possession again. King gives it up to Sofokenik. Sofokenik from 3. Can't get it to go. Jenkins goes the other way for the Panthers. Jenkins dribbling on O'Connor. Jenkins loses her handle, and it's going the Bison way as Sabino leads the transition. Gets it up on Battle, can't get it to go. Rebound Rust, and this is going the other way quickly. Jenkins for 3. She pulls. She can't get it to go. And this will be going the Bison way. A couple of quick possessions there by both teams doesn't result in no points for either of them.
Yeah, it's maybe not the best looking shot that Pitt wants at this moment. Maybe if Jenkins has a little bit something under her belt early on, but you could tell she wanted that one.
Yep. Sofokenik gets it on Elmore, and she scores. That is 13 for Sofokenik right now.
She is clearly a tough matchup for Pitt today. Wow.
Yeah, they are trying to figure her out. So Sofokenik, more known for her defense, preseason Patriot League Defender of the Year, but today she's showing her offensive prowess.
Yeah, 13 early ones.
Battle comes back with the board. Johnson fouled on her three-point attempt as King hits her arm, and Johnson will go to the line to shoot 3. Wow, that's just a no-no. Fouling a three-point shooter, especially in transition there. I know
As you see, Aaryn Battle finds her shooter, her hot shooter right now, Mikayla Johnson. And Isabella King just getting a little bit too close to her.
0 for 1 from the line today. 60-year coach Trevor Woodruff, definitely not a fan of that foul put on by King, as King now sits on the bench. 1 for 2, and she has 1 more to go. 3-point play. Can't hit it. And rebounded by Bucknell.
That's tough to go 1 for 3 at the free throw line when you get 3 opportunities.
Definitely want to hit more than that. As Sabino comes the other way, gives it up to Joshkin. Sofolkanik goes on the dribble drive. Sofolkanik fakes, gives it to the outside again. Sabino gets on a shot, but can't get it to go. Jenkins quickly down the outside. Pitt with a little bit of tempo, can't get that one to go on the inside, but rebounded Elmore, and a little bit of bodies falling everywhere, and that'll stay Panther way. Panthers with a little bit of tempo on offense, but still can't get the 2-point, can't get the ball to roll in from the paint.
Yeah, Elmore and Battle all over the floor there. Both come up limping a little bit. Seems like they're okay.
Still shooting 36%. Johnson mishandles it. She regains possession. Dribbling on Zemaitis. Battle takes it for the Panthers as they set up their half-court offense here. Elmore takes it from the elbow. Can't get that to go. And Bucknell goes the other way.
Bucknell missed an opportunity there. Nobody back on Pitt in transition defense. Bucknell missed their opportunity.
Sabino gets the dribble handoff, goes with her left hand, puts it inside, and that will be a charge from Rust, imitating her teammate Marley Washenitz, and Tori Verity is gonna love that effort by Rust.
Yeah, they work on that in practice. That is something that they look to do to turn the opponents over. They try to step in and take charges, and great heads-up play on defense.
Yeah, Pitt still shooting just 35%, but those 6 turnovers by Bucknell keep this a 4-point game. Aaryn Battle takes the ball up for the Panthers, gives it up to Jenkins. Jenkins to the inside to Johnson. Johnson fouled, and she will go to the line for the 3rd time tonight. Jenkins just 1 for 4. They're gonna hope that she's able to sink a couple more points for the Panthers tonight.
Yeah, hoping for a different result here.
Johnson, one of 5 transfers for these Pitt Panthers, and one that's been very important, including Faye, Jenkins, Miles. All of these players have come in and gotten significant minutes and will be significant parts of this Panthers team going forward as Johnson misses her first. Gets her second. Johnson now 2 for 6 from the charity stripe. Full court press here from the Panthers again. Sofolkanik trying to get the ball to Sabino. Sabino gets it. Up to Sofolkanik, and there's a travel as she never really had her legs underneath her when that pass came in.
Yeah, and Washnitz is right there, right underneath of her. And I think she hesitated because she saw Washnitz. Great play.
Battle goes the other way now for the Panthers after the Bucknell's 7th turnover of the game. Jenkins gives it to Elmore. Elmore for 3. She can't get it to go. Elmore, 32% 3-point shooter last year at Clemson. Dribble drive by Sabino. Can't get it to go, but Sofolkanik with the offensive rebound. Looked like she got blocked a little bit there, but Washenitz goes the other way. Quick, high-tempo offense from the Panthers here. Washenitz with a nice move. Gets it to the outside, kicks it to Johnson. Up to Battle at the top of the key. She hits the 3. Really got ball movement, and it all started with Marley Washenitz on the left side.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pass by Washnitz. Deep corner, she finds Johnson. Johnson with the extra pass to her point guard, Aaryn Battle, who's really not known for knocking down 3-point shots, but she did nail that one.
Aaryn Battle only shot 29% from 3 last season. Sabino looks to drive, can't get anywhere on Battle. Sofolkanik gets it. Shot clock winding down, and that puts up by O'Connor. She misses it, and that's a rebound. Rebounded by Battle, and Battle goes the other way. A couple nice minutes off the bench for Battle right now. Washington's at the top of the key. Back to Battle, looking for some off-ball movement. Elmore at the top of the key. Washington swings it back to Jenkins. Jenkins for three, and she hits it. Panthers 5 for 9 from three, and this is the new look Panthers that Tori Verity loves to see.
Yeah, they're getting some energy right now, and they're really having great ball movement on the offensive end. They're executing and making the extra pass, and that's exactly what they did there for Jenkins for three.
Talking about making the extra pass, a little cut there by Joshkin, and she gets the easy lay.
Yeah, but Bucknell not going anywhere. They keep attacking Pitt on the defensive end down there.
Washington looks to the inside to Johnson. And one by Jenkins. The Kentucky transfer with 5, opportunity to make it 6. And the Panthers have been tenacious right now on their off-ball movement.
Wow, some high-powered basketball these last 3 minutes. They are going at it. Jenkins with the opportunity for a three-point play when we get back.
Haven't seen a three-point shooting team that good in a couple years. So going to be interesting to see if they can continue from behind the arc.
Yeah, absolutely. To keep it up, we said Bucknell started the game hot, and now it's in Pitt's hand who's continuing that. With Jenkins getting to the free throw line here, she just had herself a three. Mikayla Johnson getting in there, really sparking the offense from the bench.
Jenkins 67% from the line last year at Kentucky. And she hits her three-point play. 32-28, 4:36 remaining in the second quarter.
Now Pitt sending that full court pressure again.
Not letting Bucknell get any easy dribbles on the entire court as double team led by Jenkins here. And that's a kicked, and another turnover caused by this Pitt Panthers, and specifically the Pitt guards. That's the 8th by the Bison.
Yeah, great forced turnover by Amiya Jenkins up there at the half-court line.
Pitt has made their last 3 baskets. Gives it to their hot-handed Johnson. Johnson looks inside to Jenkins. Jenkins with an up and under, and that's good. Jenkins has 8.
And they've had great success, Pitt Panthers, off of that play with their 2 guards setting screens at the free throw line. Bucknell Bison just losing their guard, Amiya Jenkins for 2.
King dribbles to the inside, kicks it out to Shoshkin. Shoshkin for 3, and the Bison are not going anywhere.
Wow, the Bison shooting it unbelievable from behind the arc. They're 5 for 7 for 71% on the game.
But here comes Elmore answering.
Not much defense, or they're just really good at the offensive end right now? Not sure what's going on.
Both teams came into this game focusing on defense, but it looks like the focus has been on the offensive side. 36-31, Pitt leads now. Full court press, leaves a 2-on-1 situation, gets an inside to King, and you can't have that if you're doing a full court press.
Yeah, Elmore and Washington, it's no communication there as they both attack the ball handler and leave them wide open underneath.
Takes it herself, but that is called a carry. And that'll go the other way, 36-33 now. Is it up to Sabino, the redshirt junior?
As you see Pitt Panthers change up their defense a bit, go into a 2-3 zone. See if this can...
Oh, Washington's with quick hands. She goes the other way. Defense into offense. She's driving onto Sabino. Asking for the foul. She can't get it. Elmore tries herself. She's blocked. And a little bit of a scrum on the ground, and this will be a jump ball going the Panthers' way. Washington's really wanted the foul there.
Yeah, I think the entire Pitt bench wanted the foul there. They're all screaming over there at the official. But that started with the change of defense there. The 2-3 that Pitt went to. Marley Washington's all over the defensive end and get the turnover.
Gives it into Jenkins. Dribble to her left side. Step back from the elbow. Can't get it to go. A little bit of a rush shot there. Up to O'Connor. O'Connor looks, dribbles herself, gives it outside to Sofokunik. Sofokunik tries her hand. She also can't get that one to go. Battle goes the other way now for the Panthers. Jenkins looks, Pitt sets up their half-court offense. Elmore to Washington's on the outside, trying to get a little bit more spacing here. Sends it to the inside to Jenkins. Jenkins trying out her post moves. Gets it outside to Johnson. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Battle takes it herself. Battle for three. She hits it. Aaryn Battle taking advantage of her minutes.
Wow, another knockdown three for Aaryn Battle. And they just had that on-ball screen by Elmore there. The shot clock again, underneath 10. Aaryn Battle makes a heads-up play and sees the defender go underneath the screen, and she takes advantage.
Connor tries to answer, but she can't. Gives it to the outside, and that's a travel there. And another turnover by the Bison. Going back to Aaryn Battle, 6 points tonight. She averaged 4.8 last year, 29% from the three-point, from behind the arc, and she's looked really great tonight.
Yeah, she has looked great, and you mentioned her three-point percentage, and that's where her points have come from today. 2 threes for Aaryn Battle.
Mikayla Johnson, though, 4 assists to go along with her 12 points. She has been contributing all over the stat sheet. And that's a travel by Battle, just an errant play, and that'll give it back to the Bison as Panthers lead 39-33 with 1:46 left to play in the first half.
Panthers staying in their zone.
Fordham transfer, looks around Sabino, gives it up to Sofokanek. Sofokanek with the J. She can't get it to go. Rebound Elmore, gives it out to Battle. Battle looks up, Battle tries to drive. Battle goes to the inside, and Battle can't get the contested two. Sabino looks up. She tries to get it in to Joshkin, and Joshkin throws it away, and a little bit a case of trying to go too fast for the Bison.
Yeah, Sabina did see her player wide open running the floor. She just throws it out in front of her a little bit too much.
Right idea, wrong execution kind of thing right there.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Faye has not had many minutes in this first half, but the Panthers still have the lead. Shows the importance of the depth that Torrey Verdi has created in his second year. Elmore takes the three. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, Elmore is a big that loves to step out and shoot that three. She just can't knock it down yet today as she's 0 for 2 from behind the arc.
Elmore 32% last year at Clemson. Senior out of Ohio. But Sofokanek for the Bison has it now. She tries to drive, gives it to O'Connor. O'Connor drives, she's doubled. She's fouled by Washenitz. Sorry, not Washenitz. We'll see who that's on. Aislinn Malcolm, and that'll be her first personal foul. But O'Connor will shoot herself. She shot 87.5% last year at Sam Houston. 90% last year. Averaged 5.7 points per game last year for the Bison. She misses both. A little bit of trouble from the charity stripe. 40 seconds left in the first half. Battle gives it up to Johnson. Mikayla Johnson, off-ball movement. Malcolm getting doubled. Has to look for help. Swings it to Washenitz on the line, and Washenitz gets it to go. 28 seconds left. Pitt leads 41-33. They've created some separation, and the Bison going to be able to close in here. 17 seconds. Washenitz playing defense on the logo. No, she is help. Sabonis goes inside. She can't get it to go. Sofokanek and gets it inside. 5 seconds left. 3, and that'll be it as Aaryn Battle will put up a 3. And she gets it to go! Aaryn Battle, oh my goodness, from the logo. That is the 4th buzzer beater. She comes back hungry today.
Yeah, man, wow. She started out hot. Let's see what she can give them in this second half. I think Bucknell is going to look to her early.
Sabino tries to go for Sofokanek, but she can't find her as Faye tips it away. Sabino tracks it down. Sabino at the logo. Gets it to Sofokanek. Sabino fakes a 3. Gives it to O'Connor. O'Connor looks to the outside. Can't get any pressure. Joshkin to Sofokanek. And that's a charge. Faye drawing the charge there, and that's a foul on Joshkin. An easy layup for Bucknell, mitigated by A sacrifice taken by Faye.
Yeah, huge sacrifice because that was Faye who stepped up. So the first 30 seconds of the game, she has 2 fouls, and she puts herself in a position to take a charge. Good job by Faye.
That's veteran leadership, a grad transfer from Texas. That's what you need on this Panthers squad. As Johnson tries her hand for 3. Hits the back of the iron, no good. Sabino goes the other way, guarded by Miles, gets it inside to Sofokanek. Blocked, I looked like a block by Johnson.
Yeah, that was absolutely a block by Johnson. Great play because she got lost. They lost their player on defense. But
and there's an and one by Jenkins. Defense into offense once again for the Pitt Panthers.
Yeah, great job in transition, pushing the basketball ahead. As you see here, Jenkins taking it nicely to the basket. Great body control in the air. Gets a chance for the 3-point play.
Jenkins, 1 for 1 from the line today. Can't hit that, but Washinitz with the jump ball. And Pitt will retain possession. Marley Washinitz has just been everywhere for the Panthers. And these Bison are not going to enjoy having to go against her for this second half.
Yeah, she's getting it done. She's all over the place. But back to these free throws. Pitt Panthers are only shooting 5 for 11 from the free throw line. I'm sure Verdi is going to be having them in practice shooting the free throws tomorrow.
The foul called on Washinitz. That's her second of the game. Yeah, 5 for 12. It's just not where you need to be. 3 points there. You're leading by 11, but you could be leading by so much more. High court press, Sofokanek, outside to the wing. Looks back up to O'Connor at the top, guarded by Washinitz. Gives it up to Sabino. And that's another offensive foul by Sofokanek. Sofokanek's 3rd.
Big girls going at it inside.
Yeah, Sofokanek got into foul trouble early against Penn State, and now 3 against her with only 8:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter. They are not subbing her out yet. I wonder if Pitt is going to go after her on the inside.
I'm sure, and try to get Faye involved on the offensive end.
And miscommunication between Johnson and Miles there. 2 transfers. Again, a new look Panthers squad. There's going to be a little bit of miscommunication as most of these players are new to be playing with each other.
Yeah, absolutely. They're trying to build that chemistry, and of course that comes in the non-conference early on. Second game here, Miles and Johnson, just not good communication.
A full court heave. Tries to get it up, but this will stay Bucknell ball. Washington saw the Hail Mary the entire way. It looked like a little bit of a, we'll see that later today for the Panthers, but a defensive back against a wide receiver. Sofokanek, the top of the key, gives it up to Sabino. Sabino at the logo, guarded by Washington, gives it up to Sofokanek. Sofokanek to her left side. Sofokanek inside, blocked, and that'll be a charge called. That will be a charge called, and that's Sofokanek's 4th. And Johnson is slow to get up. If I'm counting right, that's the 4th charge caused by these Pitt Panthers. And Tori Verdi, he has to be ecstatic right now.
Absolutely, they're hype on that sideline over there, and the mood is just the opposite on Bucknell's side. As you said, is number 4 on Sofokanek. And that is a tough game-changing play right there. Yeah,
definitely. I talked to an assistant coach for Bucknell earlier. They really wanted to stay out of foul trouble, but Pitt Panthers are relentless on defense. And they really cause foul trouble everywhere. Faye is fouled now on the inside. Faye getting involved. You might have forgotten about her in the first half, but she did, as you mentioned, scored 25 against Canisius. And you get that ball on the inside to her, the Texas transfer can do some damage in the paint.
Yeah, they're trying to take advantage of her right now, especially with the substitution out on Bucknell. Faye absolutely has the height advantage inside, and they're trying to hammer that home.
Deja Faye hits her first. She shot 78% from the free throw line. And I was talking about her veteran presence. She was a main rotational player in an Elite 8 squad for Texas last year. She comes in now and a key player for these Panthers, and she hits both of them.
Yeah, she was a huge pickup by the Pitt Panthers, by Coach Verdi, as she brings a ton of experience to this young Pitt Panthers team.
Trouble here for Bucknell, trying to get the ball up the court, and Washington is fouled. She gets called for the foul. That's her third. A little bit too aggressive there, coming up from behind O'Connor.
Yeah, that's always a tough call. Officials, I mean, she looked like she tried to swipe up. When you're swiping up, a lot of times officials aren't calling it, but I think she came down maybe a little bit on her arm.
Gets it into O'Connor. O'Connor looking to get it in from the outside. She can. Bucknell looking from offense somewhere, and they can't find it. As Jenkins dribbles it around, gives it to Miles, who sets up their half-court offense for the Pitt Panthers. Panthers have run a really nice half-court set in the first half. See if they can get it into Faye, who's getting doubled. Over to Rust. Washington to the inside to Faye. They get it inside. Washington tries to get it to Rust, but she can't. Turnover Panthers.
Yeah, credit Bucknell's defense there. They send a double team on Faye, and she turns it over.
But another turnover there by Bucknell. Faye can't control this one, and that'll be another jump ball going Bucknell away. A couple possessions where both teams really can't find a handle on the basketball.
Yeah, and Miles wants that pass back. She passed it just a tad bit behind her post player, Nadija Faye, and she really couldn't come up with it, and Bucknell was there for the turnover.
Still a 13-point effort. A 13-point lead for the Panthers, as Bucknell can't really find any offense with Sofokanik off the court. That's given inside to Wiseman. Wiseman trying to back down the bigger Faye. Gives it outside to Sabino, and Sabino can't find her first points of the game. And this will go the Panthers' way. Bucknell just out of sync a little bit in this start of the second half.
Yeah, losing their best player, and Sofokanik, they're trying to find their identity right now in this third quarter.
Miles tries to take it herself. Rebounded by Faye. She can't get it to go. Another rebound, and that will go Bucknell way. Two chances for the Panthers to get ahead, but they're not able to do it.
Yeah, they couldn't take advantage right there. 2 offensive rebounds, and unfortunately just can't finish. We need those chances.
15 turnovers for Bucknell, now 7 for the Panthers. A little bit of a sloppy start to the second half for both squads. Wiseman has it now. Gives it up to Sabino. Sabino to the inside to Wiseman, and Wiseman, another charge. Faye, her second charge gone and of the day. Tori Verdi. Wow.
Faye with 2 charged on in this third quarter.
I mean, how many coaches do you know? I mean, it's right there in the game notes. It's his main emphasis is drawing charges, turning that defense and getting those turnovers. And I mean, it's a main focus, and it's a good focus. 5 turnovers caused off of charges now today.
And they work on it in practice. You really can tell they're not exaggerating. I mean, they might exaggerate a little bit, but they are in good position.
Great position. And that's all coaching right there.
Absolutely.
As Miles drives to her right side, tries to find an outside man. Jenkins drives in herself, trying to get it from the wing, and she gets the 2. 12 for Jenkins now on the day.
And Brooklyn Miles set that up beautifully. She got inside the paint, landed on 2 feet. She was patient. She saw she had no chance at shooting the basketball. She saw her teammate Jenkins outside, and Jenkins finishes with a great take to the paint.
Batted away there by Elmore. Another couple quick hands as Bucknell was caught in the corner again, and they can't really find any flow on offense.
Yeah, since their best player went to the bench, I said it earlier, they just cannot get in a good rhythm in this third quarter.
Sabino swings it to the outside, back to the top of the key. Kunzweiler had a shot, but she gives it up. Backs outside. That's King. And an air ball from King, and still nothing there as Pitt on transition, 3-on-2, gives it outside. Jenkins for a 3, can't get it to go, and this will go the other way, but a great look from Jenkins there.
Yeah, that was a great look. That was a great opportunity by the Pitt Panthers. Brooklyn Miles, so fast in transition, leads the 3-on-1 break, and Jenkins just can't knock it down from 3.
Bucknell now trying to get 15-point deficit for them, trying to find offense anywhere, and it's Wiseman taking the 3. And she cannot connect. Wiseman, freshman guard, can't connect there. But that will be the first break of the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. Pitt leads 50-35, 4:54 left. I mean, they lost their key player in Sofokinich, but they have not found any flow so far.
Yeah, they can't get in any sort of rhythm on the offensive end, and Pitt just, their stifling defense is all over them. Bucknell, I'm sure, regrouped in that timeout. We'll see what they have here to close out this third quarter.
The Panthers bringing in Bella Perkins for the first time, the senior guard out of Fairfax, Virginia. But right now it's Miles with the ball. Miles passes it up to Jenkins. Jenkins finds Faye on the inside. Faye gets her own rebound. Gives it up to Jenkins, and Jenkins with the lay.
Nice finish by Jenkins on the inside.
You see Perkins with those fresh legs causing havoc. And Pitt Panthers are able to get the turnover and the steal.
Yeah.
Inside to Faye. Faye is triple teamed. Gets outside to Miles. Bucknell looks a little scared of Faye on the inside, don't they?
Sending double and triple teams to her.
Washnitz gets the drive. Washnitz can't finish, but she had a look. Sabino brings it up for Bucknell. Trying to find their first points of the half. And Jenkins is quick to get in the middle of those passing lanes. Still no flow from this Bucknell offense with 21 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, no flow whatsoever. I wonder if Pitt stats the deflections that Pitt has on the defensive end, because they're getting their hands all over the basketball.
As Perkins, active hands, but she gets called for the foul there. That's her first.
But, you know, that's a foul that you'll take. She's being aggressive. She just came off the bench. She forced the turnover a possession ago. And really, to me, it looked like she had all ball, but that is, as a coaching staff, one that you'll take.
We'll say that quietly with the ref standing right in front of us. As Savino takes it, gives it out to the King on the outside. Wiseman tries to drive on Faye. Wiseman on the bigger Faye, and Faye fouls her. That is Faye's third, I believe, today. Yep. As Faye gets in a little bit of foul trouble, but it.
Yeah, that was great footwork by Wiseman inside. Faye beat her to the spot, and Wiseman did not give up. And credit to her, because she gets herself to the free throw line.
Wiseman with her first free throws of the year. The freshman out of Burlingame, California. Actually, in 2022, 2023, Wiseman was ranked in the top 20 power forwards in California. So a nice get for sixth-year coach Trevor Woodruff at Bucknell. She goes 1 for 2 at the line. Passes it up to Perkins. Perkins from baseline. Can't get it to go in transition. And Kunzweiler will bring this up herself. No points yet for Kunzweiler. Gives it up to King. King to the inside. A nice cut by King, but she can't get the handle on the basketball there, and they'll stand their way. And you talked about it, the deflections for the Panthers, and it's been many.
Yeah, and that was a great look. That was a great backdoor cut by King there, but Panthers just all over it, read it nicely, and just got their hands on the basketball.
Trouble getting the inbound pass here. King gets it, but in the corner, a little bit of trouble inside to King, and she's able to get a nice lay there.
And that's exactly what they need to get them going there. Easy bucket inside. Let's see if they can change momentum with that one.
Miles tries to do it herself. She can't. 52-38 is the lead now for the Panthers. Sabino brings it down. Wiseman for 3. That's a 2, excuse me. Wiseman for 2. She now has 3. As the offense seems to be running through the bigs once again. And Torrey Verity doesn't like what he sees, so he calls a timeout. And we'll be back after this timeout at the Peterson Event Center. Pitt Panthers leading by 12. Verity telling his Pitt Panthers in the huddle.
I mean, it's a game of runs, and I think he called that timeout at a great time for the Pitt Panthers. Just calmed them down. Bucknell did go on a little run. They were 0 for 4 to start the third quarter, so you knew they were going to give it back to you at some point. They were swinging. They're not going to go down without a fight. So just calmed his players down, and I'm sure they're going to come back out and be just fine.
As Miles takes the ball up the court now for the Panthers. Looks to the outside, has Perkins. Perkins looks to the inside to Faye. Faye gets a nice hit there to Elmore, and that is tipped out and will stay Panthers basketball now.
Faye did a better job of trying to pass out of that double team there. Bucknell is doing a better job in this second half with sending the double.
Gets it in here to Perkins. Perkins fires it at Faye. Miles now has the ball at the top of the logo.
He was not happy
Faye
about that
no,
pass.
not at all.
Wow.
Jenkins from the line, can't get it to go. And Bucknell's going the other way now, and that's a foul called on Jenkins.
Oh, that's a foul right there, Jenkins, as a player. Just a little frustration. She was frustrated with her shot not going down. She didn't take the best look, and then she wants to get a steal to make up for it. And then you get the foul. That's always a tough play on a player.
Bucknell in the bonus, so this will be shots now for Sabino. Sabino, redshirt junior out of Fordham. 10 points in her first game against Penn State. She hits her first. She's a 58% free throw shooter last year. There's her first points of the night. Ball going around, and the taller Faye is able to grab it. Miles brings it up quickly herself. Miles looks, gives it to Malcolm. Faye at the top of the key, goes to Perkins. Perkins likes to shoot it. Long two. Off the back iron and out. Up to Kunzweiler. Kunzweiler up to Sabino. King has it on the wing. Tries to get it at the post. And out to Sabino at the logo. Sabino backing down Miles, far out. And it's an off-ball foul called on Perkins. That's her second. And another foul that will let Bucknell go to the line to shoot two, or one-on-one.
Well, that's a good thing for the Panthers there as Johnson re-enters the game, as she was working on the sideline with the trainer, had some heat or pack of some sort on her back, so that's good to see her back out on the floor for the Panthers.
Yeah, 12 points for Johnson, 4 assists, definitely a big person to get back in the game, as Kunzweiler has her first points of the game. Kunzweiler, another one of those transfers from Stetson, misses her second. Miles does not like going slow. Up the court quickly. Malcolm working on King. Malcolm to the inside, and she is bumped heavy, and this will be called Bison ball.
Yeah, she sized up to her defender there. She had the advantage. I thought there was a lot of contact inside there for a no call, but unfortunately nothing for the Panthers.
Kunzweiler brings the ball down the court for the Bison. Outside to King. King to Zemaitis. Zemaitis looking for some cuts, can't find it, gets it to Wiseman on the outside, guarded by Faye. Here's King. To the outside to Kunzweiler. To the outside, here's Sabino. Sabino gets it to the inside to Wiseman, and Wiseman puts it in. Wiseman now has 5. The backup to Sofokanik, getting her minutes in, and Miles loses it. Momentum, 57 seconds left, is on Bucknell's side here. Miles gives it to Malcolm. Panthers need some offense here. 52-44, 8-point lead. Miles has it at the logo, 7 left on the shot clock. Miles gives it herself. Miles inside. Miles tries to do it herself. She can't, and the Bucknell falls in. That's Wiseman, and that'll be a foul called with 37 seconds left on the clock. That's a 4th on Faye. And absolutely not what you wanted to see if you're Tori Verity.
Not at all what you want to see, and Faye's very frustrated with that foul. Miles tries to full steam ahead, just cannot finish. Faye does the right thing and attacks the glass, but just at the wrong spot at the wrong time, and gets called for her 4th personal foul.
This will be Wiseman at the line once again. She's 1 for 2 today. Wiseman putting in some big minutes for Bucknell at their 5. Hits her first. Also doing a really nice defensive job against the bigger Faye. Faye is out now with those 4 fouls, and Wiseman hits both. Lead is down to 6 with 30 seconds left. Shot clock still on. Finds Malcolm. Malcolm looks outside to Elmore. Elmore to Rust. Rust inside to Battle, and Battle's able to get the easy two there.
Yeah, great execution by the Pitt Panthers. Let's see if they can get a stop to end this third quarter.
13 seconds left. Shot clock is off for Bucknell. Sabino backs down Battle. Sabino goes to her left, battling on Battle, and Elmore's able to hit this away, but Kunzweiler puts it up.
Wow, Elmore, great play. That was like a volleyball spike. She went up with two hands. Nice defensive stance by the
third quarter. That is making sure that Pitt can't get the easy looks from three.
Yeah, I think they just got more in their face. They've been playing man-to-man this entire afternoon, so I don't think they've really changed too much up. They're just being smarter with who they're playing, and Mikayla Johnson wasn't out there as much for the Pitt Panthers in that third quarter, which she was knocking some threes down, and Aaryn Battle also just stepping back onto the floor. So we'll see if they can get some action out from three, but also their field goal percentage was just 23% in that third quarter.
Yeah, that can't happen as Rust on the outside gives it up to Malcolm. Malcolm to Elmore. Elmore to Battle. Battle fakes. Inside to Johnson. Johnson showing some post moves. She can't get it to go. Rebound handled by Bucknell. Here comes Sabino. 8-point deficit. Trying to cut that down here with 9:20 left in the game. O'Connor back in the game. Wiseman with some big minutes. She's coming back in. To the corner. Can't get it to go there. Droshkin gets the offensive rebound. Hits it back out for three. That's Sabino, her first three of the game.
That's a big shot by Sabino, but I think there was a little foul that they might have missed on Aaryn Battle, as she still can't. Took a good shot to the face down there.
Missed there by Johnson. She's not afraid, but a 3-on-1 situation here for Bucknell. Gives it inside, and that's another easy two for Wiseman on the transition, and Verdi does not like what he sees once again, as Pitt's lead has been cut down to 3.
Yeah, Verdi really upset with the officials right now. I think they did miss a big one down there against Aaryn Battle, and that's when Sabina knocked that 3 down. But
4:51, but the Bucknell Bison have been coming back slowly and steadily in the second half.
Yeah, nice little 5-0 run to start this fourth quarter. Forced Coach Verdi to call a timeout, get this Panthers regrouped and get a little spark a little fire under them to close out this fourth quarter.
Gonna see what Tori Verdi's able to cook up in the huddle here, as Elmore gives it outside to Rust, looking inside but can't get it in. Here's Battle outside to Washnitz. Washnitz trying to find some offense herself. Can't. Looks to Elmore. Guarded tightly by Wiseman. Battle on the outside. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. In front of the rim and no good, as Bucknell's defense is stifling there. Sabino leads it the other way. 1 possession game. Gives it up to Zamaitis. Zamaitis covered heavily by Jenkins. Sabino back with Washnitz on her. This has been a great battle all day. Washnitz tries to get the charge. She's not able to get it. She's back in the play, though, as Wiseman takes the long jumper. No good there either. Battle takes it up herself. Battle looks behind, tipped away.
Yeah, smart play by Battle there. She tries to push in transition, sees she doesn't have much, and pulls it back out to run the offense.
Step back Jay from the baseline. No good from Jenkins. Jenkins gets her own rebound, though. Tries to go inside, guarded heavily, and no good, as Bucknell gets the basketball. To the outside, O'Connor open look. No good, rattles in and out, but that's a great offensive rebound. Back out to Wiseman. Wiseman can't get it herself. She's looking for a foul. The refs are letting them play, though.
Right, 2 offensive back-to-back boards by Bucknell. Great, tremendous fire there they had on the offensive end.
Jenkins looks for a screen. Up to Rust at the wing. Washnitz now backing down Sabino. On the right side, goes opposite her screen, throws baseline, left hand, throws it up, can't get it, but Rust is there for the offensive rebound. Trying to back her way in, and Rust with her 4th point of the match.
Wow, tremendous patience by Rust there. Attacks the glass, gets the O board, backs her defender out, gets it up for 2.
6:30 left in this game. Sabino looks inside, and that's a hit away by Rust. Rust doing it on both ends right now.
Yeah, Russ giving it all. You see she's trying to get her breath back there. She's playing hard these last few minutes for the Panthers.
She's the main interior presence with Faye out right now, so she has an important task. Trying to inbound it, they get it out to Zemaitis. Zemaitis looks for Sabino. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Sabino to her left, guarded by Battle. Tries to get it inside to Wiseman. Wiseman with her right hand, can't get it to go. Guarded well by the smaller Washinitz there. And that's Jenkins going the other way. Jenkins wants to push. She slows it down and gives it to Battle as they set up their half-court offense. Outside to Elmore. She's not afraid to shoot, but she gives it up to Rust. Rust to Battle. Battle to Washinitz. Elmore looks, can't fire. Gives it to Battle, and she is fouled.
Nice pass by Elmore inside there. Aaryn Battle gets to the free throw line. That was just Pitt Panthers running their offense, running their set all the way entirely through. They swung the basketball once, twice, then they find Aaryn Battle off the back screen.
Battle continues her off-ball movement, which is how she got most of her 9 points in the first half. 11 points for Battle. Last year, she shot 71% from the charity stripe. Misses her first, and that continues to be a trend. Now 7 for 15 from the line for Verdi's squad. Battle hits 1 for 2. Lead is 57-51 now for the Panthers. 5:50 left in this game. Washinitz checks out.
Yeah, Miles comes back in. Maybe they'll give a little spark back on the defensive end and maybe get some turnovers, force some turnovers, get the basketball back in their hands.
Putting in some fresh legs, but there's an open look for Joshkin, and Joshkin can't get the roll. Joshkin gets her own rebound, but they're saying her foot was still out of bounds when she re-got the ball there. Joshkin had a look, and if you're the Bison, you need those 2 points there.
Yeah, you need that bucket there. That was a good-looking shot for her. She tries to get it back, but just cannot do so.
Miles takes it up slowly. One thing I have not said yet today.
No, as she is a speedy one out there.
Gives it up to her transfer, Kentucky, from Jenkins. Jenkins, a big three, 60-51. There's the connection from both of the transfers from Kentucky.
Yeah, Jenkins having herself a big afternoon with 17 points. Great looking shot there by Amiya Jenkins.
Jenkins, 10 points in the first game, so this is her season high now. Looks inside, great look from Wiseman, but there's a travel by King.
I couldn't see that through the officials. She's arguing the call, but that was a great backdoor. As you see her on the opposite end, Amiya Jenkins sees her defender, takes a step back, had a nice little jab step, steps back, knocks it down for 3.
Panthers were a little bit scared to shoot that 3 in the third quarter, but now they're looking like a really good stroke from behind the arc. Gonna see if they try to keep that going with a 9-point lead now. 4:50 left in the game. Miles to her left side, gets a screen from Faye, who's back in. Gives it to Battle. Battle to Miles. Miles inside to Faye. Faye gives it herself, and she's got a nice 2 on the inside.
Okay, Pitt turning it around now.
6-0 run here. 4-minute scoring drought as there's another turnover. Miles inside. Miles tries to take it herself. She backs out. She gives it up to Jenkins. Jenkins and Miles playing a 2-man game here.
You can see right now Pitt feeding off that intensity, energy that their teammates are giving them from the bench.
Absolutely. Miles to her right side. Gives it up to Rust. Faye was calling for it, but she couldn't get it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Miles to the inside. Miles tries to go at Faye with the offensive rebound, but that is called on Faye for going over the back, and that is Faye's 5th.
Oh, she wants that one back. And man, I don't even think she saw Bucknell's player inside there. She just jumps up with her athleticism, jumps over the top of her. I didn't think she had great position on the inside, but they do call foul on Faye.
Faye, the biggest player on the court, but you can't still go over the back, and that will be her 5th. A big loss for the Panthers. Going to see what Elmore and Rust can do on the inside without Faye's 6'4" presence. Full court press here.
Pitt not giving up with that full court pressure against Bucknell. And so Fulcanic is back in for Bucknell. Let's see what she can do for the Bison.
So Fulcanic gets it batted away by Rust. I've called her name a lot in this fourth quarter. She's been a big part of this Pitt 11-point lead now. Sabino to inbound it. Got to think that the Bison are going to look at Fulcanic down inside. Gives it to the outside. Here's Joshkin. Joshkin with her left hand. She can't get it to go. Rust tearing it away, and that's a foul on Joshkin with Rust really strong on the inside, tearing away all Bison hands.
Yeah, she's getting it done when you need her to get it done, is Lauren Rust, playing huge today for the Panthers.
5-minute scoring run now for the Bison. They found a drought in the worst time possible. Here's outside, Jenkins. Jenkins eyeing up Zemaitis. Jenkins to the inside. Jenkins with a tough lay.
Their go-to player right now, Amiya Jenkins, getting it done. Phenomenal baseline take by her.
19 for Jenkins, still a full court press, but here's Zemaitis for three, and she hits it. Full court press, you give up that open look. That is not what you like. But
and they needed that right now. That was a huge bucket by Zemaitis for Bucknell.
10-point game with 2:50 left. Battle gives it up to Jenkins. Back to Elmore. Elmore can't get it, but she regains possession. Rust has it on the outside. Very animated, but that'll be a foul called on Sabino. That's her third.
Very animated he was about to be if that foul was not called on his sideline, right in front of his sideline, right in front of the bench there.
Trying to look for Jenkins, but it's batted away and taken by Zemaitis. And that'll be Bucknell ball. Zemaitis read that ball the entire way. Pitt, I think the last like 4 or 5 possessions have gotten the ball to Jenkins.
Yeah, they're absolutely hammering home to Jenkins right now. She has been their go-to player all afternoon with those 19 big points for them.
43% from the field have the Bucknell Bisons been. So Fulcanic gives it up to Sabino. Sabino to the outside, to the corner. That's no good. So Fulcanic with the rebound. She can't get that to go.
Great block by Elmore inside. Bucknell's bench wanted that foul, but huge play by Elmore.
Miles has it at the logo, going a little bit slower with the clock on the Panthers' side. 16 left on the shot clock, 2 minutes left on the game clock. Miles to the right side, gives it up to Battle. Timeout called by Tori Verdi with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. 10-point deficit. Pitt leads the Bucknell Bison. Don't go anywhere. This is sure to be exciting 2 minutes. We'll be back after this. Timeout for the Panthers, leads 11 on the shot clock. Panthers looking to expand their lead here. Can't find the inbounds pass. Gets it out to Miles. Miles, 7 seconds left. Miles to her right. Miles back. Miles drives. She loses her handle, and that'll go the Bison way.
A turnover after a timeout. It's a coach's nightmare right there. He calls a timeout, great timeout. 2 minutes left. You're up 10. You want to take advantage of 10 seconds on the shot clock, and they turn the basketball over.
Full court pressure by Battle there. Ball out to Joshkin. Joshkin looks. Finds Kunzweiler. Outside Sabino. Inside to Sofolkanek. Sofolkanek on Elmore, go on her. Foul and one! Wow, Sofolkanek hasn't been in much due to her fouls, but when she is in, you felt her presence.
Yeah, wow, they missed her, didn't they? It's 3-point play opportunity. She splits 2. They said Pitt sends a double from their guard, and it does not matter for her.
Second and third free throws from her today. She's 0 for 1. Sorry, second free throw for her. She's 1 for 2 now on the day. 1:30 left, 7-point deficit. Bucknell showing a little bit of their press. Jenkins has the ball, double teamed. Jenkins looking for an opening. Back to Miles at the logo. 1:15 left on the game clock. The clock not Bucknell's friend right now.
Yeah, you haven't seen that much by Bucknell extending their pressure, but they are trying to do anything they can.
And there's a turnover, and that will be Bucknell basketball. 2 turnovers in a row by the Panthers. and a timeout by Bucknell. Down 7 with the ball. We'll see what they're able to do. Don't go
Just up something out of bounds, but I'm sure that they're going to play through her.
Pitt staying with the full court press. No, they're backing off now. Miles is not letting Sabino have any easy dribbles, though. Sabino makes her way up. Sofolkanik gets the ball. Sofolkanik drives on Elmore. Looks around, finds a backdoor pass, and gets it to go. 5-point deficit now.
Wow, that was a great pass, great finish by Bucknell. I'm surprised with only under a minute, 45 seconds left. I'm surprised they're not extending their pressure with cutting this lead to 5 points.
40 seconds left, doubling on Miles. Foul called, timeout, excuse me. Timeout called by Tori Verity.
Yeah, and they were starting to send that double team there. They're trying to do what they can. They weren't fouling, but they were trying to send two. They almost got a turnover, but Coach Verdi with the crucial timeout call.
This Bucknell 8-0 run. Pitt has scored 4 of their last field goals, so really it's just been their turnovers. As Malcolm looks into Miles. Miles guarded heavily by Kunzweiler. Miles looks outside. 10 seconds left. She's doubled. Gets it outside to Jenkins. Jenkins finding. She's doubled. That'll stay Pitt basketball, but these Bison are not going home without a fight.
They're all over it. I thought they were going to foul there for a minute. They might have missed their opportunity.
Rust with 5 seconds left. Oh, right into us. And that'll be Bison basketball with 25 seconds left.
Wow, Jenkins over into the scoreboard. Right into us over here.
Everybody putting their full effort into these final 25 seconds left. 3 turnovers in a row for the Panthers. Here's Sabino with the ball. 20 seconds left. Here goes Sofolkanik. Can't get it off the back, but there's a foul called. Hitting on the arm. Sofolkanik will shoot 2.
Wow, that's tough by Elmore. All you have to do is go straight up. That was such a tough fadeaway shot. If you just play straight up defense, that is not what you want with 16 seconds left.
Absolutely not. Sofolkanik 1 for 2 today from the line. She hits this one. 4-point lead now. Sofolkanik, 68% free throw shooter last year. Again, mainly defensive player. Patriot League preseason defensive player of the year, but today, now with 20 points, and she's been the Bison's entire offense. As timeout called here by head coach of the Bucknell Bison. I mean, Pitt has to be 16.4 seconds left. Again, I said it before, you've been in a ton of these huddles. What are you hearing if you're in the Pitt Panthers huddle?
Yeah, and Pitt Panthers, for sure, the clock is in their hands, okay? There's only 16 seconds left. Bucknell has to foul right now. But Pitt, all they have to do is take care of the basketball. And you saw the last possession, they didn't do a very good job at that. So that is what he is preaching right now, is taking care of the basketball. I'm sure he's setting up a play to break this pressure that I'm sure Bucknell has to send right now with just 16 seconds. Bucknell needs a steal. That is what they're trying to do. Trevor Woodall's huddle, they're trying to get a steal. If not, they have to foul immediately.
4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes for the Panthers. 10-0 scoring run. Pitt was up by 13 with 3 minutes left to play, and now it's down all the way down to 3, and that's partially due to Sofolkanik. But here's the inbounds pass to Miles. Miles tries to beat the press. Miles guarded heavily, and there's a foul early.
I thought Miles was just going to dribble it away from them. She's so fast, they couldn't get to her initially. And
she really is quick.
Wow, she's fast. Yeah, she's quick.
But Pitt not in the bonus yet, so there's a foul to give. And at this situation, that's not a great thing. Battle is able to get it into Miles. Miles dribbling around her. Oh, nobody can touch her, and there's the foul.
Cat mouse right there, man. She is fast.
That was a 9-second. 9 seconds ran off the clock because of Miles' speed. I mean, it's underrated, but wow, there's a huge 9 seconds.
Yeah, that was pretty helpful for Pitt right there.
And that'll be it for Zhushkin. 7 points for her, 5 fouls. Here's Miles, her first free throws of the day, and can't hit him once again. You need one here to get it to a 2-possession game. Miles, a 61% free throw shooter last year at Kentucky. Can't hit her second. And time out Bucknell. 8 of 18 now. That cannot happen if you're a Pitt Panther.
Yeah, and that's coming to bite them. And you know what? Right now, just up by 3 points. You're shooting under 50%. You're shooting 44% from the free throw line. That is unacceptable. And now you give Bucknell an opportunity. They have 8 seconds. They're down 3. Clearly, they're drawing up some sort of play to knock down a 3. I think they have to go for 3 at this point.
Absolutely. You have a foul to give, though, if you're the Panthers. Going to be interesting to see when they're able to take that. There's a possibility that Bucknell's only going to have 3 or 4 seconds left after that foul.
And let's just hope that Bucknell is not in shooting motion when Pitt tries the foul, if they do.
That is absolutely the main concern right now for the Panthers. 8 seconds left. Pitt leading 64-61. Bucknell inbounding from their own side right now. Inbounds it here to Sabino, and there's the foul to give. 7 seconds left.
Your veteran leader, Washnitz, with that foul.
– 41% from 3. Bucknell inbounds it to Sabino. 6 seconds left. Sabino drives to the inside, looks outside. She's got King. She can't get it up. 1 second left. She gets it up, and it is no good. In the final possession of the game, the Pitt Panthers outlast the Bucknell Bison 64-61 with a stout final possession.